I walk is just the way I walk. The way I talk is just the way I talk. The way I smile is just the way I smile. Touch me, baby, and I go hog wild. The way I love is just the way I love. Come on and be my little turtle dove. Touch me, baby, it feels so good. I feel as though I wanna, then I don't know if I should. You love me, got to suit my style. Oh, little baby, I will say goodbye. Love me, baby, love me right. Love me morning, noon, and night.
He's here for 1 week and he was doing 360s, doing floaters over me over the back.
He was living in the back of a U-Haul truck at T Street with every possession he owned piled in the thing.
He was in 10th, but I was at 9th, but I barely saw him because he dropped out and joined the tour, so.
All the surfers that have come and gone from this place, he's the one guy that really expressed San Clemente. I mean, what it's all about. Somebody who's just the best at what they do and just does not even care.
Archie didn't even have a board at the time. Archie, sponsored by everyone, he didn't have a board.
I think he went to Hawaii and, enough said right there, and he just kills it over there.
He's on the wagon, he's off the wagon, he doesn't even care about the wagon. He would break the wagon and put it on your tab if he could.
Time Born in Riverside, California. Moved to San Clemente when I was 2, I think, and I lived up from the pier there. Like 2-3 blocks from the beach, from San Clemente Pier, so I went down there a lot when I was a kid. My brother got me into surfing when I was about 11, him and his friends. So you got to surf, man. I still remember my first wave. I was out there with all my friends, and my brother at T Street, paddled, stood up, and it was insane. All the way to the beach. I think it was the left even. All the way to the beach, and I was hooked right after that. I had so much fun on that wave. I think I went in after that wave.
Matt Archbold is a rebel.
I started shaping his boards, what, 87, 86, right around there. I worked for his dad a little bit, patching boats in the harbor, and I always see him around. He was such a little kid. There's only a few guys that can, that can pick up surfing like that, that I see naturally. First day he ever surfed, and he was already, within a week, he was doing 360s and shit. Because we always kept a real good shaping thing, and it's still going today, that's what's killer. And we've been through a lot together. I think anything goes nowadays. And, it's not so contest-oriented. It's more like free surfing, killing it, surf. It's something Matt's always done.
remember him showing up at a surf contest when the NSSA was just going full force, and Ian Carnes and Peter Townend and everybody running around in pink sweats and terry cloth, warm-up suits, and they're down at the beach stretching and praying before their heat, getting into shape, and Archie comes up late for his heat. It's at T Street. He's got a beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other hand, no leash, a beat-up board against supposedly the best that Southern California had to offer. And he shows up late, and he puts out his cigarette and sets down his beer and paddles out. And within 4 waves, had beaten them all. It took them all out.
Yeah, boy!
Archie goes out in the water. No one even knows who he is still. A million guys on the beach thinking we're idiots. Archie goes out there with a purple face. His face is completely purple. He's got olives in his teeth. He's got tears in his eyes. Hauling ass down the line at San Miguel, busting air. Back then, no one even did airs. Archie does like 3 sections, lands it, gets tubed across the whole beach, comes out dry with a purple face and flips the beach off. And we just go, and they go, who is that? I go, oh, that's my little buddy. That's Arch. That was all time.
Yeah, I lived in Hawaii for 5 years. A lot of people thought that I moved away because I had to or something. I moved over there just to get something different. I grew up in California. I had a good time, and it helped my surfing out a lot. I've always surfed off the Wombat door now, but when I moved over there, I surfed it more than ever. I was there on it every day, no matter what, good, bad, or what. As long as it had some waves, I was out there, and I put my time in there, and it was worth it. Hang loose, motherfucker.
So bad now, 'cause you're the best girl that I ever had now. I can't get your love, I can't get satisfaction. Little girl, psychotic reaction. And it sounds like this. Your love, I must stay away. I want you, girl, by my side. Little girl with the loving inside now. I can't get your love, I can't get any bitty fraction. Little girl, psychotic reaction.
When I was a kid growing up, everybody had their different style, and that was cool. Individuality, Everybody was their own person. Surfing was based on power, carving, turning in the pocket. A way to express yourself, too. People don't really maybe think of it that way, but that's what it's all about, is to go out and have fun. I like to surf with a lot of different people, I like to surf with all the kids, and not just the pros. I mainly surf with the little groms or locals from different beaches and stuff. But I respect them, and I don't go there and try to take the waves and stuff. I just take what, this one looks good, I'll take this one. Thanks.
Trial and tribulations of meeting Mount Archbold. Well, it was the summer before second grade, kicking back at the bottom of the old stairs down T Street, eating some nachos, and there's 3 Mexicans and Archie. They're little kids. They came up, they're picking on me and shit. They started eating my nachos, thinking they were tough guys. You know how Mexicans usually do. Hi, Bundo. Hey, Ronnie. And but none of them could swim. We were little kids. And we swam out to the sandbar. It's like 100 yards out of T Street at the time. Like, it must have been 4 feet deep, but we were only 3'2". And we got out there, we were all stoked. Started surfing before Matt, like 2 months before Matt. He surfed for 1 week, and he was doing 360s, doing floaters over me over the back. And I knew right then I better stick to kneeboard.
Martin Potter came to town, and the next thing you know, Archie's blasting airs and just doing things people had never seen, and they had to shape boards to meet his level. He didn't wait for the boards to come to him. He just took whatever it was, and he ripped it.
Oh, I had a surf shop, so that was when it was all fun. When Archie was my little rider, and he was so funny, man. The kids were so scared of him. They all respected him so much, being the best surfer ever, because Potter was in town, and so Archie watched. And next thing Archie's doing airs right after Martin left.
Because no matter where he is, the North Shore, on a perfect day at Backdoor, or T Street on the shittiest day you ever seen, he's going to do maneuvers that blow your mind. And that's just where he's coming from. And that's why everyone respects him so much.
I love the guy. He's got a heart of gold. One of the nicest guys. One thing I love about Archie more than anyone, I've never, ever heard him brag about any wave he's got. He'll do the sickest thing I've ever seen. Like, Archie, what was that? I go, oh, food. What? Let's go get some food. Shh. And everyone else is flapping, like, see me, like, oh, no claiming, boom. Christian would do a turn. Christian, I was saying, Christian would go, oh, that's a kill your mother, screw the world. I'm the only one in the world who can do it. And Archie would go, oh, no, what'd I do?
He's always been the one guy when there's a big set wave coming in and it's good at any local beach, he's the guy fading into the pit, getting completely barreled, with breaking his board and coming in and borrowing your board. And whether it's a piece of shit with one fin and dings up and down the rail, or it's the brand new board you got, he'll break it and he just won't even care whose it is. And he'll also get the best wave of the entire day on it. One or the other. He's extreme like that.
Well, I think, his style, the way he surfs is so gnarly that I don't think there's anybody that could ever surf as good as him. It actually excites me and everybody else that I'm with on the beach watching him,
That's the one guy that surfing really needs, is somebody who's just true to their roots. He's not Kelly Slater kissing up to the surfing establishment. He's not anybody trying to go Christian and be reborn and then fall off the wagon the next week. He's the last of the greatest. Because nowadays everyone's such a plastic clone wannabe of somebody else they saw in the magazine. They can't even order their breakfast without looking to see what the guy next to him is going to have.
Well, if you want to talk about Archie, you got to talk about man and himself. Self-destruction is man. It's the only true destiny, and he's a victim of that, but he's also a fighter, and he'll hang in there a long time with the rest of us. So I'll see you at the end, man.
I love you, Arch. All the best.